The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched, they must be felt with the heart. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. What we have once enjoyed we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes a part of us. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence, and I learn, whatever state I may be in, therein to be content. Security is mostly a superstition. It does not exist in nature, nor do the children of men as a whole experience it. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. Life is either a daring adventure, or nothing. Your success and happiness lies in you. Resolve to keep happy, and your joy and you shall form an invincible host against difficulties. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. The fearful are caught as often as the bold. True happiness is not attained through self-gratification, but through fidelity to a worthy purpose. It is wonderful how much time good people spend fighting the devil. If they would only expend the same amount of energy loving their fellow men, the devil would die in his own tracks of ennui. Love is like a beautiful flower which I may not touch, but whose fragrance makes the garden a place of delight just the same. So long as the memory of certain beloved friends lives in my heart, I shall say that life is good. Death is no more than passing from one room into another. But there's a difference for me, you know. Because in that other room I shall be able to see. I long to accomplish a great and noble task, but it is my chief duty to accomplish small tasks as if they were great and noble. Until the great mass of the people shall be filled with the sense of responsibility for each other's welfare, social justice can never be attained. No pessimist ever discovered the secret of the stars, or sailed to an uncharted land, or opened a new doorway for the human spirit. Self-pity is our worst enemy, and if we yield to it, we can never do anything wise in this world. The most pathetic person in the world is someone who has sight, but has no vision. The marvelous richness of human experience would lose something of rewarding joy if there were no limitations to overcome. The hilltop hour would not be half so wonderful if there were no dark valleys to traverse. To me a lush carpet of pine needles or spongy grass is more welcome than the most luxurious Persian rug. There is no king who has not had a slave among his ancestors, and no slave who has not had a king among his. I do not want the peace which passeth understanding, I want the understanding which bringeth peace. When we do the best that we can, we never know what miracle is wrought in our life, or in the life of another. Once I knew only darkness and stillness, my life was without past or future, but a little word from the fingers of another fell into my hand that clutched at emptiness, and my heart leaped to the rapture of living. Science may have found a cure for most evils, but it has found no remedy for the worst of them all, the apathy of human beings. I can see, and that is why I can be happy, in what you call the dark, but which to me is golden. I can see a God-made world, not a man-made world. Literature is my utopia. Here I am not disenfranchised. No barrier of the senses shuts me out from the sweet, gracious discourses of my book friends. They talk to me without embarrassment or awkwardness. Smell is a potent wizard that transports you across thousands of miles and all the years you have lived. Toleration is the greatest gift of the mind. It requires the same effort of the brain that it takes to balance oneself on a bicycle.